Hi, so in this video I'm going to be explaining how to do hand spins on a more in-depth level. So when we start, we're going to be at right flat with our right hand underneath the neck, which is the thin part of the gun here, and our left hand is going to be over on the tip, which is the end on this side. And you want to make sure that you have your elbow popped up on this side, making a nice angle and grabbing really strong. And our right hand is going to be having our elbow up against our side with our forearm shooting straight out, completely parallel with the ground, so it's nice, flat, and level. In this position, we're going to have our thumbs wrapped, and we're going to be standing in a nice first position with our toes pointing outwards. When we do a hand spin, we're going to start on 5, 6, 7, 8. We're going to push down. So our left hand is going to push down and come to our side, and the tip of the rifle is going to shoot straight down to the ground, making sure that our barrel is nice and flat with the ground, making sure it's going parallel into it. So we push down, and we're going to be straight up and down here. And then on 8 and, we're going to push up to the flat, and we're going to let go at flat, so our tip will be up on 8 and. So as we do our hand spins, every count, so 8, 1, 2, are going to be down, and every and count are going to be having the tip up. As we go into our hand spins, it'll be 5, 6, 7, 8. And we're going to let go at flat is very important. Once we let go, our right hand is just going to flip over, so we're palm up. And the gun's going to finish turning around, passing that 8 and point. And we're going to grab it again as it comes to flat in this position, just like we were when we were at right flat. So all together, we're going to push down on 8, 5, 6, 7, down, up, grab. And after we grab, we just bring it right down to 1 here. As we're doing it, once we start with our thumb over, but once we start doing our hand spins, our thumb is going to come back and press along the back of the gun here, making sure that we're using our palm and our thumb to push against all of our fingers on this side. We want to keep all of our fingers together as if we're wearing like a mitten. We want to keep it cupped like this as if we're holding a taco. We call them taco hands. So we have it here. We're going to push down to flat, let go, it comes around, and grab and pull down like that. In order to maintain control on the gun, you want to make sure that you're squeezing consistently throughout and as tight as you can. That's how you control the speed and pacing, and you don't let it get away from you or fall out of your hands that way. So you push down, up, grab. All right. From here, you're just going to repeat that motion over and over to try and get that spinning rotation. So overall, it'll be down, up, 1, 2, 3, 4, and you can keep going for as long as you can. When you do it, a couple important things to note is that your elbow is staying nice and close to your body. It doesn't have to be pressed against it forcefully, but it has to be there with a purpose so it's not shaking around as you do it. You want to make sure that you're keeping your forearm nice and flat the whole time. You're not bouncing up and down or anything like that. And you want to make sure that you are trying to consistently stay with your right hand in the neck of the gun on this thin part. So you don't want to be traveling up too much, because if you do that, then you get towards the center of mass and you can't really spin it from here. It just gets really awkward. You don't want to get too far on the gun, otherwise it starts to get away from you a little bit and it looks wonky and your timing gets off. So you want to make sure you're trying to stay in that sweet spot as you do it. Now, to do that, what I like to think about is doing just a little bit, pulling the gun across your body every time you do a hand spin. Because the way it works with the center of mass and spinning is the center of mass is consistently going around your hands, so from left to right, left to right. So as you do that over the top, you need to pull the center of mass over to the other side of your hand. It's a very small motion, but it's still there. So you can kind of see as my hand pulls across to the left side of my body every time that I come around. And that helps me keep it centered and where I need it to be. And so you just keep doing that until you get the hang of it. It will take a lot of practice, and you have to keep working at it until you find your rhythm, but eventually you'll get the hang of it.